We've had aesthetics of hand positions, and now we knew how to move. And then let us also think, since we are thinking of movement, let us think of angles. I think it's important that you name your angles first. This is front. I don't think any of us have confusion with that. That is back. This is the right, this is the left. Till here it seems very simple. But now here is the problem. When you call this angle, you don't simply say right angle. You would rather say it is right and front. So when you call this angle right front angle, you will know that this angle is left front angle. That is right back angle. And that is left back angle. This seems extremely simple. But when you're doing a movement like takka dhimmi, you need to really know what you're doing, because you are facing the left front angle. You're starting the movement where your torso is facing the left front angle, and you are keeping your prayankanam such that your body is facing the right front angle. And when you turn, you are looking at the left front angle. When you have these ideas of the angles very clear, then to find them is much easier. And when you say angles, how do you find angles? Isn't it just easy to say, okay, I see that light there, or I see that doorknob there. I can mark it with this pillar. I can mark it with that tube light. That's not the way you fix angles, because these are external things. Your angles have to be internal markings in your head, which means, let's say you want to face the right front angle. Try this out. You are facing straight. Turn the right leg so it forms an L, and allow your body to turn. This is your right front angle. So when I want to move forward and backward in the right front angle, I'm going to treat this as my front. So when I say go back, I will be moving towards my left back angle, and I come to the center. This is my right front angle and left back angle. The same way, if I want to do the other angle, I put my leg like this in Alidham, allow my body to turn. So this is my left front angle. I'm moving front and moving back to right back angle. This becomes so crucial to name your angles. It is as simple as naming, but the moment you name them, you really know where you are heading. So this is about the angles. And then you have the aesthetics of leg positions. Very simple. You are always in question whether you should, when you are walking to the right, which leg should I put? Because I am walking to the right, I have to, which leg do I step? So the answer is pretty simple. If you are moving to the right, take the right leg forward. Whether it is a Garuda Mandalam, take the right leg forward. Whether it is a walk, take the right leg forward. So when you do this, what happens is that you are not putting the opposite leg and creating a sort of an awkward angle with your body. So the next question comes. So am I saying that you cannot turn and show your back at all? By all means, never. You can have beautiful, hand movements or leg movements when you face the back and your back to the audience, but that should only come when you intend to actually have your back to the audience, not accidentally have your back to the audience. It's like this. If I do the same Meiyadavu and I take too deep a stance, see, this is not an intentional turning for me, but rather an accidental turn. So rather, if you maintain your angles in such a way, then you know when you want to do a difference by turning your back to the audience. That should be your choice and not by accident. So, simple rule, if you want to go to the right side, take the right leg forward. If you want to go to the left side, take the left leg forward. And whenever you do that and join, you always go heel and toe, irrespective of whether you are coming back or going front. As simple as that. And then you have another one about the leg movements. You have this Alidam and Pratyalidam position for 30 meter in the Kalakshetra Bani. But doesn't mean that you can always use it everywhere. Whenever you want to move straight, you will be in Alidam or Pratyalidam. But if the same thing I want to do it in the side, it's easier to move when you're in Ayatam. So here, if you have an Alidam or a Pratyalidam, it's very sort of also not very aesthetic to look at, and it also doesn't allow you to move very much. So except when you want to move front, your 30 meter is always in Ayatam, except when you want to move front, which is going to be in the L shape or the Alidam and Pratyalidam. So with this, sort of we have covered different aspects of aesthetics. And when we say aesthetics, that's really the defining point where you learn dance from a very external source where somebody is constantly telling you what is right and what is wrong. And the difference is when you imbibe aesthetics, you will be able to make your own decisions about how to take your art further. So when you own it, then you have the key, which means you can go ahead, teach, you can go ahead, choreograph, you can go ahead and explore what Bharatanatyam can offer you.